Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 14, the show. And here we go with another game out of the Rivalry Series. So as a reminder, with the Rivalry Series, to keep my neutrality with everything, I do go ahead and get a chance to play as both teams. So if you're more of a Dodgers fan, that's totally fine. All you have to do is just go ahead and switch on over to the Dodgers game. You might like that one a little bit better. But I'm going to say this for both videos, though. Like, this is a great rivalry to be able to go ahead and play as, because you got like a very loyal fan base for both teams. They're very passionate about this rivalry, which team is going to end up winning. So it seems like every time I do a rivalry that is like this heated, the comment section usually blows up with, you know, fans going for one team or for another, or blaming me for playing as a team or whatever. But that's totally fine. I mean, that's just comes with the territory when you do stuff like this. But there's a lot of great history behind this too, and I think that's something that I find most exciting about, because sometimes when some teams move locations, the rivalry is gone. But when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn and the Giants were in New York, this was a heated rivalry then. They move out west, and it's still really heated. So I think that's actually one of the coolest things about this rivalry as well. So Matt Cain, as you can see, will be the starting pitcher for the Giants today. The Dodgers will have Clayton Kershaw. So that'll be tough for me to be able to put up some offense here. But I do know that the Giants have some really great hitters. And so very easily I could go ahead and get some runs. So here's Pagan at the plate. So this is going to go into right field. So we're starting the game off with a single. Now, when you're facing a pitcher like Clayton Kershaw, getting these hits very early on in the game is absolutely essential for you to get away or come away with a big W. So Pagan does have some speed, but with Kershaw being a lefty, you probably see some more pickoff attempts on over towards first. And I don't know, with that delivery, I mean, that would be somewhat tough. But I probably should have taken the chances. We see Scudero hit into a double play right there. So not a great way to start the game off. I don't know. I thought the single was going to be enough, but apparently that is not the case. So bottom of the second, deep fly ball in a left field. No question about that one. So I guess we are starting the game off all right. I don't like a little roller coaster like this where it's good and then bad and then it gets good. But the thing is when you get a home run, that run is going to stay on the board. And as far as things go right now, I have the lead. I'm going to try and build upon that lead. So, man, good home run right here for the Giants. So, of course, that's a solo blast. 1-0 is the score. Pablo Sandoval now with his first at-bat today in the bottom of the second. So that one was really low. Goes off of Kershaw's shoulder, but D. Gordon will be able to make the play at first. And this kind of just goes to show some of the times when, or most of the time, I should say, whenever there's a comeback and it goes off the pitcher, like the computer can always get some type of play off of it. And yeah. Anyway, so don't see Kershaw hurt or anything like that. So this will be the first base hit of the game for the Dodgers. So Matt Cain having a very solid performance to begin this game. So A.J. Ellis being the man who breaks the perfect game, I guess you could say, for Matt Cain, or at least getting the first hit. So now here's Clayton Kershaw. You can't underestimate him at the plate because he does have some pretty decent hitting stats, especially for a pitcher. But he'll lay down that bunt. That'll get A.J. Ellis on over to second. And so Cain may be in a little bit of a predicament here as Puig comes up to the plate. But a little chopper, so Buster Posey will be able to get that one on over to first for the final out here of the top of the inning. Now here's Matt Cain, who doesn't have as great of hitting attributes as Kershaw does. But you know what? As long as you have a good eye, you're going to get on base. So Matt Cain now will get on over to first. Really work the count right there with Kershaw. And that's something I've been pretty proud of with this game so far too, is how high I've been able to run up the pitch count as far as some other games that I've been playing recently. So I kind of feel like I'm back to form. Pagan had that single to start things off, and this will be his second appearance at the plate. So this one will roll into left, and that'll get Matt Cain on over to second. So 2 singles for Pagan to start the game off. Now the question is, will we be able to bring them home? We have no outs right now. Marco Scutaro comes up to the plate, and we've seen with Scutaro a double play already, so I just have a fear of that happening again. But D. Gordon's going to dive for that one and not going to be able to get Scutaro out at first, so that will load up the bases. And Brandon Belt will come up to the plate next. So, potential grand slam opportunity. I think I will go ahead and try and power swing on this one to see if I can get that grand slam, but nope. Kind of laid off that one, and at least I'm safe at first. Matt Cain and his awesome windbreaker does come home, so that's going to make it a 2-0 game here in the bottom of the third. So runners at the corners. This one going into left field. It's going to be caught, though. So Pence will be the final out of the inning there. Agon for the Dodgers. And Kane will throw that one low. Now, I don't know, sometimes, I should say a good majority of the time, whenever my infield is shifted over based off of the hitter, there's just a lot more holes for them to go ahead and hit through. And I kind of find that we give up more hits because of how we're set up than how many hits we actually prevent. But I thought this was kind of funny because I watched Zoolander just a little bit ago, so I think it's safe to say that Juan Uribe is not an ambi-turner. I just thought that this was kind of ridiculous. I know if I was a third baseman, I wouldn't turn my whole body around and then reset up and get all my momentum back. I probably would have stopped and just, pushed off on my back leg. But whatever. He is not an ambi-turner. I think that's what we get out of this game more than anything else. So a fly ball here into center field. This could be a home run. So Morse adding another run for us. Man, so we're really pouring it on. We do have some good power hitting, as you guys have seen today. Pagan's been hitting well for contact, but we've been seeing some pretty good power hitting. Now, I know a lot of the times, too, I'm not able to showcase, really deep fly balls that I thought were going to be home runs or anything, but we've seen a couple of those here today as well. So, very, very next pitch can end up being a ball. But Kershaw ends up getting injured. So this is not going to be good for the Dodgers at all, because now they have to bring in somebody from the bullpen who hasn't gotten a chance to warm up at all. I mean, I was originally thinking maybe it was that he got hit in the shoulder, but he's limping, so it's got to be an ankle thing or something with his foot. So Jamie Wright will come in for the injured Clayton Kershaw. Now, since this is just a play now game, and we're not having to worry about, the DL or anything like that for Clayton Kershaw, but anyway. So a few pitches later, 3-1 count right now, and it seems like really the Dodgers are going to have to pay a price for bringing in Wright without warming him up at all. I mean, granted, there's no way anybody could have foreseen that and really gotten Wright in the bullpen taking some pitches or anything, but I mean, that goes ahead and it gives me a walk. I'm able to go ahead and get him on over to second as I lay down a bunt with Matt Cain. But this one by Pagan going into right center, the deepest part of the park. So I'm going to go ahead and stay on third with the triple. Not going to try to extend that going inside the Parker, which, I mean, in case you want to see this, I do get an inside the park home run with D. Gordon in the Dodgers version of this. So, I mean, even if you're not a Dodgers fan, I mean, I think that's still kind of cool to be able to see. But that one's going to be caught to end the inning, so not able to bring Pagan home. But 4-0 here in the fifth. Brandon Belt at the plate, facing a 3-0 count. Of course, I'm going to be watching that one. And that curveball, honestly, that could have gone either way. But seriously, with the 3-0 count, I'm always going to take that pitch. I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and try and swing at it because it would be ridiculous. especially if you like hit a ground ball or something like that, because you've got still a couple more pitches that have to come your way. One of those might be the one that you need to get it out of the ballpark. Here's Buster Posey, who's been very quiet today, and I don't like that I have to call his name for this reason, as he hits into a double play. As a catcher myself, I respect a lot of the catchers in the game, and I understand, somebody like Buster Posey who hits pretty well, you don't see as many good hitting catchers as you do in some other positions. But Paco Rodriguez coming in here for right in the 6th inning. So, wow, this is the second time he's gone deep. Dang. So that one right in the left field. Man, we are hitting really, really well. And granted, I know that a lot of this came because of Kershaw getting injured. Just how well we've been hitting as of late. But that is going to be the second home run here for Morse in the game. And another solo shot, too. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. With the way that I've been hitting, this has been completely opposite of some of the other games that I've been playing. So this is kind of refreshing to be able to get this. But a fly ball into right center. I'm not going to be able to go ahead and get that one, and also rattles around in the deepest part of the park. I got to get it in quickly here. That's going to end up being a triple. I believe that was Hanley Ramirez who ended up making great contact on that one. Yeah, it's Hanley. So Matt Kemp, 2-1 count, will hit that one through the middle. And so Hanley will come home. I just figured that was going to be inevitable. So, I'm not too bummed about giving up a run right here. So at least I was able to get one out here before we went ahead and gave that up. So we could be seeing a double play or something like that as A.J. Ellis is at the plate. So a deep fly ball. Pagan trying to run that one down, but nope, he's not going to be able to get it. And why did I not get a chance to pick that one up? So A.J. Ellis is going around third. The throw in from Scudero, and Buster Posey gets to sit there and wait for Ellis to come home and apply the tag. So that was almost back-to-back games with inside the park home runs. One where I get it, and then one where the computer gets it. But, oh, man, I was sweating on that throw. I was seriously, worried about how that was going to end up. But anyway, 5-2 for the Giants. Another base hit for us as Hunter Pence hits that one into center field. So that'll, of course, put him on first. I don't know, with Pablo Sandoval, does have some power, especially against righties. So, but he's going to hit into a double play. Pablo Sandoval, as a switch hitter, I really like getting a chance to be able to hit him. I'm not too fond of, his whole, I'd call it a ritual, but how you get set up at the plate every time that you hit. But, oh, come on, drop. So, rounding second. It's almost a guaranteed triple when you hit into that part of the ballpark here. So another triple for us here in this game, or at least we get to see another triple since we've seen a couple of them here from the Dodgers. So 2 home runs and a triple for Morse. So Crawford with a deep fly ball in his center field. Well, the catch will be made. No run there. But Sergio Romo coming in the top of the 9th. Feeling pretty good about how this can go. And I do really appreciate Sergio Romo as a closer, too, because, he goes to show that you do not need, a ridiculous amount of velocity to go ahead and get people out as a closer. I know that is, a big thing for a lot of teams. They just want somebody who's going to stuff a fastball down your throat. But Sergio Romo, man, this guy's got some great control with the pitches, and I definitely want to go ahead and utilize it. But here I go talking about control, and I walk Hanley Ramirez. Well, this is dangerous now as the tying run comes up to the plate, and it's Adrian Gonzalez. So he could get a pretty good hit and make it a tie game, but instead he'll hit into a double play, which I will gladly take over a 3-run shot any time of the week. So, all right, we're sitting pretty. Romo could very easily get out of this without allowing a run, but that was huge. Now, I am facing Matt Kemp now, as you can see, and, of course, I fear Matt Kemp as well as a lot of other hitters for the Dodgers, to be completely honest. So strike one on that four-seamer, and that's what I was talking about, like not that much velocity, 88 miles an hour on that one. So if it was a DeLorean, we'd be in 1885. Hopefully you guys get that reference. Anyway, try the changeup here. Another swing and a miss. Puts me in a good situation here now, facing Kemp with an 0-2 count. I mean, do I go with the cutter? Do I go with the slider? Which is what I'm going to go with right here. And another swing and a miss. So we end the game with a 3-pitch strikeout, and the Giants end up winning this game. A score of 5-2. So thanks for watching this rivalry series, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again for watching, you guys. And as always, I hope you have a good one.